Welcome to More Than Mindset, the only podcast that bridges the gap between spirituality and success. Go beyond the mind with clarity and confidence coach Kim Guillory and learn how to integrate your passion to serve with your skills and experience to create a business you love. Let's get started.
Hello and welcome back to the show. I am back in Louisiana. It has been a while, my friends. It looks a little different out here. The weather, the sounds at night, the crickets, and like all of the country sounds, and watching my chickens and picking eggs and all the fun things that take place, especially in the summer, like with the garden and homegrown tomatoes. So it is quite a treat for me right now. So this kind of leads into what I'm going to be talking about today, which is willingness. Willingness. We were talking about this on the massage therapy and body worker meetup that we do once a month today. Are you willing? Are you willing? So most of you already, you've used your will to some extent, right? Because you've already decided you wanted to be a service provider, you wanted to help people, otherwise you wouldn't have become a body worker or a massage therapist or someone in the healing world, right? So to some degree, you have been willing to be different, to go against the norm, because let's just face it, we're not normal. So I love that you already have a degree of willingness, but what I want to talk about today is, can you increase the degree of willingness in order to get what you want? Now, this isn't hard. It's just different and it's interesting. So the couple of things that I want to cover is, are you willing to fail? Are you willing to fail? This is something that I am willing to do time and time and time again, year after project, after program launch. This is the thing I have done more often than anyone else I know, is I have been willing to fail, to try something and to not get caught up in the results and just be willing to try again if it doesn't work. Be willing to fail, be willing to experience some wins and then have them taken away, or whatever it looks like. It's just a willingness to experience. Are you willing to fail? Because if you're willing to fail, there's nothing you won't try. Are you willing to be wrong? You tried something, you thought it might work, you maybe thought somebody would be interested in your program or product, you reached out to them, you're wrong. They weren't willing, they weren't interested, they didn't believe, they didn't trust. Whatever the reason is, doesn't even matter. Just, are you willing to be wrong that maybe they don't? Or in a better situation, it would be maybe they do want to work with you, but because you believe they aren't interested, are you willing to be wrong? Are you willing to reach out to them anyway and find out maybe they do want to work with you? Maybe they are interested, but they're not really clear about what you do. But the only way you'll find out is if you're willing to be wrong. Maybe it will work. Maybe it's already working. Maybe it's taking a different amount of time than you suggested. Maybe you're just wrong. I was wrong. I thought my idea to change the coaching and massage industry, to apply coaching to massage and apply bodywork to coaching, I thought it was such an incredible idea. I thought the world needed it because we had so much unresolved issues and incidences and beliefs and traumas that I was like, of course everyone's going to benefit from this. It's like the best thing ever. And I was wrong. The timing wasn't right. People weren't ready for it. There wasn't enough data and information on it. It wasn't like the most popular thing at the time. not that many years ago, if you really think about it. But I was so certain. I was so sure. I was announcing it. This is the thing that will change the world. This will help people. This will improve mankind. This will get people not just on their feet, but above. And I was wrong, but I was willing to be wrong. I thought it would take 2 years or 4 years. But my team right now, it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years. I was very, very wrong. And because of my willingness to be wrong, it's now working. It's now right. Does that make sense? So, are you willing to fail? You're willing to take the risk. You're willing to try something creative. You are willing to stand up for something you believe, even though it doesn't work. You're willing to try something that you believe in and also willing to be wrong about it. Maybe it's wrong about the timing. Maybe it's wrong about the person. Or maybe it's the application. It's the way that you're saying it. It's the way that you're delivering it. Because I was for sure wrong about that too. I thought people understood something that they didn't know about. So I was wrong. So because of that willingness to try, to believe, to fail, to be wrong, it's actually worked out very well for me today. But only because I was able to stay in the game through the failures, through the being wrong, through the misinterpretations, the estimations. My estimations were way off. I believe things are going to happen way faster than they actually do. I believe people are going to catch on quicker. I believe anyone can change if they want to. And I'm not wrong about that, but I'm wrong about the percentage of that. Does that make sense? So that's what I want to talk to you about this week is, are you a creator? Is there something that you can create and bring to the market that can help people, that can help improve your life, and maybe even let you leave a legacy for those, your children, your grandchildren, the people that you work with? Like, I believe the work that I have put in the last 30 plus years, the beliefs that I have about the improvement of people's state of being, that they can do better, look better, feel better. Like, my belief in that is so strong because I happen to be a victim of my circumstance, but I knew there was some bigness in me. I knew there was something great, but I couldn't get to it. And now that I have found like a way to unravel and unpack some of that stuff, some of the effects of the growing up this way, the believing these weird things or these unhealthy things or invalidating myself, like all of those things were just layered and layered and layered and layered with failure on top, the being wrong, the being shamed, the being betrayed, like all of those things were stacked on top of my belief, and I couldn't get my belief back. So even though my beingness was so certain, my momentum was dead. So what that means is I still believed it was possible, but I didn't have the energy to back it up. I didn't have the momentum to keep going. I was becoming weak, or what felt like weak, but it didn't make sense because my desire was still there. So I know I'm speaking to someone who understands what I am saying. Your desire is there, your certainty is there, but because of the defeats, because of the failures, because of the times that you were wrong, you were so sure and it wasn't proven to be true. It didn't happen the way you thought it would happen. And then you start to stack doubt. And then you start invalidating yourself and your belief and your knowingness. And then that attracts people who actually start to show you that, because to the degree that you agree, you will attract. And then that stacks on top and stacks on top until you can't find that belief anymore. You can't find that momentum. And it's a big ask when I say, are you willing to fail? Are you willing to be wrong? Are you willing to put yourself out there and not get the results that you believe you can get? Are you willing to be at the effect of whatever comes up against you? Are you willing? Because that is what separates me from a lot of people is the willingness. So many people tell me their dreams. They've got these ideas, these retreat centers, these healing facilities. They've just got this really beautiful, we're going to have horses and we're going to do yoga and we're going to have all this body workers and it's going to be a beautiful place to go and we're going to help so many people. So they've got the ambition, the desire, the vision, but they don't have the willingness to fail, the willingness to be wrong, the willingness to stay in when it feels like it's never going to happen. And that comes from commitment. You have to be so certain about what you're claiming that the commitment overrides everything else. I am so certain. I am clear about what is possible. I am clear about my part in it, and I am clear about the partners that I'm seeking to attract. I am so clear, and I'm so certain. And you back that with commitment. I will not quit because I'm willing to fail, because I'm willing to be wrong again. Being wrong has never killed me, right? It's just scary. It's just there's a concern around shame. But the times that I was wrong, I'm still here. It didn't destroy me. It was just miscalculation. It was incorrect data. It was misinformation. My ideas were bigger than the degree and the capacity of people to implement them. And that's because we live in a contaminated world where a lot of people are telling them they can't, and they believe those people because we're telling them they can, and they don't believe that yet. So it's super interesting. So that's it. That's what I have for you. Are you willing to be wrong? Are you willing to fail? Are you willing to wait? Are you willing to keep trying? Because if you are, you will for sure get there. Depend on the certainty. Keep the clarity. Don't get confused. Don't get confused because other people don't understand you yet or can't hear you yet or can't see what you're talking about, because that's where I quit in the past. I would take these little breaks because people would invalidate and then I would invalidate and then I would stop pushing and then I would go into this wrongness and I would go into this, I can't help anyone. Oh my God, let me just quit. I was on the verge of that so many times, and that is what's different now. I do not feel that anymore, but it's because I stayed in the game. I was continuously being willing. I was continuously committed. I was disciplined. I continued to believe. I continued to try. I continued to train myself. I am still highly invested in learning how to speak to people in a way that they can receive the message. That, my friend, is a skill and an art. That is not something that we are naturally good at. It is something that we have to train into, and we have to train out the old behaviors. We got to watch it. Our mindset has to be super clear. We have to be super clear. Our knowingness has to be high. Our willingness has to be the highest of everything else. The willingness has to be highest. All right. You have an amazing week. If you don't want to do this alone, come and join us in the free community. We have calls every week. Matter of fact, 2-3 times a week. We do updated news every week so you know what's going on in the industry, what's going on in the community, and all of the events that we're hosting. We are now up to 12 CE events a year, somatic. Right now, this year, we're focusing on somatic massage. Our massage therapist, out of 16 massage therapists, sit down for this one, 16 massage therapists with inconsistent income in the last 90 days have brought in $500,000. It's incredible. It's incredible. Within another 90 days, we're going to be over $1 million. This is insane. Unheard of. It's so good. But the blueprint is killing it. So if you want to get a taste, you want to come and see what it's about, come into the free community. Ask questions, watch what everyone else is doing, let them show you that it's real, that we are real. The team is growing. We're up to 10 or 12 people now. We have assistants and affiliates and coaches and partners. We are creating something incredible because we are willing. We are willing to fail. We are willing to get it wrong. We are willing to keep going. And I hope you are too.
Thanks for listening to this episode of More Than Mindset.